Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am very good. It's the weekend, it's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. Get outside, do something. I'm going to sit on my porch and listen to some music, which is strangely enough the topic of today's daily delivery. I know, let me explain. I do a lot of sports topics here because it's a sports channel. I cover K-State sports, you know that. I covered Big 12, college athletics, and once in a while I'll share personal stories about my cancer journey on this channel. But I stick to that. Today I get to talk about maybe my favorite thing to discuss with people, music, and my love for a certain genre of music that has developed, well, since I got cancer. It's really odd, my musical taste changed. But Oklahoma State is at the heart of that, and Oklahoma State, starting Thursday through the weekend, is having an incredible NIL fundraiser, if you want to call it that. It's a promotion to help raise money to pay the new bills that are coming for all of these athletic departments like Oklahoma State and Kansas State, and you have to find new avenues for revenue. Oklahoma State has a huge advantage. They have a unique tie to the red dirt genre of music that, well, goes back to its founding. It's where it started. I'm very jealous of Stillwater for this, and out of that grew a 4-night concert featuring some of the greatest acts that have came out of Stillwater, been part of the Stillwater music scene, including a group that got back together after 15 years of being apart. Are you kidding me? Cross Canadian Ragweed. They toured for 15 years, or were a band for 15 years, starting in Yukon, Oklahoma as high school kids, and then they went to Oklahoma State. They took about 15 years off, and here they are. They're back on tour. This is a big deal in this genre. The Cross Canadian, they were mentioned in a Dierks Bentley song about playing ragweed on the radio or on the tour bus. This group elevated this genre to something unbelievable. And it kind of melds together with Texas music, and all of it kind of falls in line with Americana, which is Appalachia, Southern rock, red dirt, Texas, Western. There's other things in there. It's this kind of folk country mashup that I absolutely love. And I listen to it nonstop. Radio's off. Heck, they don't even have it on Sirius XM. I have to listen to my chosen music to really dig into this. Cross Canadian decided to come back. And the idea, and honestly, I don't know who thought of it, was to have an NIL concert to raise money for Oklahoma State athletics. Sure, the promoter gets a cut. Oklahoma State gets a cut. That's how it works. With them, the Turnpike Troubadours, another Stillwater band that now owns the genre to the most part. They too broke up recently and got back together within a few years and are just tearing it up out there. But there's other great acts. And if you know the history of this genre, all of these groups coming out of Stillwater, Oklahoma is incredible. That one concert that they tried to sell, who knew? And it sold out within minutes, became 4 nights of the same show. That's how popular this genre is in Stillwater, radiating out. And it really is a genre that Kansas State students invest a lot of time in. Manhattan Bar The Hat has these acts come in quite a bit, and they sell out if they're good enough names. Now, the Hat isn't big enough to get groups anymore like Cross Canadian Ragweed and Turnpike, but they get them on the way up or the way down. I wish we had a bigger venue. And you know what? This idea of having concerts within your athletic facilities is pretty cool. I hope to be a part of helping K-State do this, maybe a small part. Yeah, I've talked to Gene Taylor. It's really up to him. I've got a buddy, Jesse, who does the promotion, and I'm just the guy standing there like going, yeah, yeah. I don't know if it'll ever happen. There's a lot of financial things that go on here. And if you're Gene Taylor, you're going to want to talk to your buddy Chad Weiberg, the Oklahoma State AD, afterwards, see how it went, see how much money was raised. Is it worth the trouble? Iowa State's going to venture into concerts too as they build this new area between their football stadium and basketball arena. It's going to be really cool, like Town or something. And they got that bridge. They could have a concert on that bridge and be very happy. This is my genre. These are my guys. I couldn't get tickets. You could have bought them on the second-hand market pretty easily, as it turned out. But I had made other plans for this weekend at this point. So I will see other concerts within the greater Americana genre. My chosen area of that right now is mostly Southern rock, with Whiskey Myers, my favorite group, and of course the Red Clay Strays, who are just incredible. And if you don't know them, find them. I know you don't know a lot about this genre, but the photo I used for this exemplifies how popular this genre is. It doesn't get played on the radio, but it does get played in cars, in houses, on boats, and in massive concerts. I saw a Red Dirt concert, maybe it was Texas country concert more, with the Randy Rogers Band opening for Parker McCollum, a guy that came out of Texas. Conroe to be exact. He sings about it quite a bit. They sold out Red Rocks and sold it out quickly. Red Clay Strays are going to be there this summer. Whiskey Myers has been there. Turnpike has been there. They sell out big venues, and you may have never heard one bit about these bands. They are wildly popular, but in the background. Nobody's pounding their chest to play them on the radio for whatever reason. But Kansas State has some access to this genre, and a lot of people are interested in it. We'll see if K-State can put something together that fits the culture here in Manhattan, and whether it uses KSU's football stadium, basketball arena, volleyball arena, baseball stadium, all of those things combined with those amazing parking lots at K-State make it a really good venue for this type of thing. In my perfect world, Kansas State Athletics would help host a 2 or 3 day music festival right there in the middle of town on the football stadium surface. It'd be incredible. We'll see what develops for K-State. I, again, will hopefully be a part of that if anything does. But congratulations to Oklahoma State. This is brilliant. Whoever put it together is brilliant. And I will be interested, like many people, to see how much money comes out of this for Oklahoma State athletics. As we wander into this new era of college athletics, when every school like Kansas State and Oklahoma State and Iowa State and Kansas and all of us in this region have to come up with more money, about $20.5 million added to the budget for revenue sharing. This will be a small piece of it, but a piece of it that maybe they can replicate with different concerts throughout the year, and all of a sudden you're pumping in a pretty good share of money. Can K-State do it? Yeah, I think they can. I think this is something that fits around here. Country Stampede was wildly popular, and honestly, it grew tired because the music was bad. A lot of us don't like Nashville country music that has that drum beat that is generated through a synthesizer computer in the background. It's now become country pop. And this genre of greater Americana has some more traditional country acts in it, like the incredible Zach Top, who I think would be a great fit for a concert in Manhattan. We'll see what comes of this. It's not easy getting these acts, and it certainly helped when all of these acts playing this concert, just amazing acts. Jason Boland and the Stragglers, one of my favorites, Stoney LaRue. Who else we got there? The Great Divide, another band that's been in the genre for a while. These are incredible bands, and I hope Manhattan can have something like it. And I just really wish Manhattan had the musical background that Stillwater has. There's 2.5 hours between it and Wichita. It's 4 hours, 4.5 hours between it and Manhattan. And yet, musically, it's a world apart. We produce some music out of Manhattan, but nothing like Stillwater or Lubbock, which has played a huge role in the Texas country music scene for years. You might want to try to listen to the Panhandlers if you don't know what that is. So that's pretty much for this DD, but I'm going to give you some musical recommendations if you want to invest yourself a little bit in this genre. Go back and listen to old Ragweed, Cross Canadian Ragweed. It's kind of a mashup of the 4 original founders' names. Then try some Turnpike, and then let's just go across the country. My Appalachia favorite is Charles Wesley Godwin. Amazing. I've got to see him soon. I mentioned Southern Rock, which is Whiskey Myers, Red Clay Strays, and there's other ones that are out there keeping that genre alive. As a Skynyrd fan, Whiskey Myers just lights my fire. I love them. I'm seeing them this summer in Kansas City. And then as you move down into Texas, as I mentioned, you've got the Panhandlers and so many great groups that come out of there, and it's kind of endless with Texas. The most known at this point would be Cody Johnson, who moved out of the Texas genre into Nashville and now is starting to get a little poppy for a lot of people, but remains a singing cowboy, which aren't many of those left in what used to be country western and it's now just country because they booted Western. Speaking of Western, try Ian Munsick or the incredible Sierra Farrell, who is one of a kind, who has come to this genre with such fresh energy that her music is, I don't know how to describe it. It can be very country, incredibly throwback country, long before the 90s. She just won 3 Grammys. She's pretty talented. Check out this genre. Congratulations, Oklahoma State. I'm jealous, I'm proud, and I hope K-State can replicate it. Could we have some of our own bands someday? Please? Hey, if you're a K-State student and you're musical, start forming your bands, please. Pretty please. I plan on being around for another 10 years, and I want to see you play at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. End of DD.